Betrayal at Krondor continues. Welcome back, everyone, to more Betrayal at Krondor. We are here in the Sarth area. We're going to start heading northwest and explore a little bit. I found out that since we were running the Roland MT32 driver only, we weren't getting any of the voice, which is very little, but it also takes away some of the sound effects. I think some of the spell effects. But definitely some of the characters will say brief sentences or a few words before you meet them, such as Squire Phillips will say, "Hold there," when you go to talk to him. So I went ahead and changed it over to Sound Blaster. The music quality might be a little bit less quality on this particular game. Normally, Roland MT32 quality is much better, but from what I can tell, that's not the case here. So I'm gonna go ahead and rock this for a few videos, and I'll probably just rock this the rest of the game, honestly. I'm totally okay with sacrificing a little bit of music quality to get all the intended voice and sound effects that were meant to be in the game. Locklear charged forward. Caught off guard, their opponents scrambled around helplessly before finally squaring off in a defensive position. Exploiting their momentary advantage, Locklear barked several quick commands and prepared to join the battle. Nar! Doesn't help if you don't hit him, guys. Big whiff. I'll try to blind this guy again. He down. Ah. Start smacking that guy. Going for some hacks now. Left click will give you the stab attack, and the right click will give you the hack attack, which I think is harder to hit, but does a little bit more damage. These guys are still having a hard time hitting this guy. Oh, I cast the wrong fucking spell. That was stupid. Meant to cast Flame Strike, not Invitation. And I don't have line of sight, so better yet, we'll blind him. Don't need direct line of sight for that. And it's time to lay the smack down. He was alive, unsure whether it was skill or luck that had won them the fight. Locklear set aside his weapon, though he allowed his dead opponent a wide berth while he checked on Gorath's welfare. He needed no further excitement for the day. Okay, we got some good rations here. And we got some weapons we're going to want to sell. Let's see what's at the end of this path here. I see a little chesticle over here. Think this is a riddle chest? Yes, it is. Up and down they go, but never move. That is the easiest riddle yet. Stairs. Oh, poisoned arrows. Not enough room for a missive. Oh, jeez. I am requesting that as many Moradhail soldiers as possible be moved into position into the town of Tenerius immediately. We are anticipating the arrival of Gorath and have orders to kill that motherfucker. Make certain he dies if he attempts to move down the eastern roads. He cannot get to Krondor. We got some good money here to sell shit, dude. Alright, folks. So just as a heads up, we had a bad storm come through here, and it actually blew some of the siding off my house. So I have guys working directly where my office is right now. So if you're banging and my phone going off because they're setting off the cameras, I apologize, but I'm not going to stop Marathon Thursday from happening. More like a mini marathon. Finally getting a new episode of Unepic uploaded. So if you're not part of the Patreon channel, I highly recommend you go join. So you can get in there for $2 a month and you get early access. Right now I'm also sending out some miniatures hand painted by the Game Hoarder to some of the higher tier, longer patrons. So there's all kinds of rewards, as well as having the opportunity to co-op and do shit like that. And honestly, you know, I haven't ran ads on YouTube for 10 years now. Full decade. From the beginning. No ads. So, give back a little bit. I've been so kind. But yeah, you can get in for $2 at the copper tier, and it's all based off of D&D gold. So you can go copper, silver, platinum, electrum, gold, whatever. But I'll leave a link, and I don't like to advertise it. Obviously, you don't hear me talking about my Patreon channel every video and trying to push it constantly. But yeah, the more people we get over there, the more special content and exclusive content I can do. And I guess the long-term goal or the final goal would be to get to where I don't have to work a fucking normal 40-hour job like I've done for the past, 30 years, and we can just play fucking DOS games all day. Oh, this shit's gonna be loud. I can already hear them. You're gonna hear all kinds of popping and banging in the background, unfortunately. But the show must go on. The show must go on. getting nighty nighttime here. Wondering if I should go north or... How the rations doing? Oh, that's fun. We will just keep exploring. Whoa! I'm going to just go ahead and ignore that banging, and I'm sure it's not as quite loud for you guys as it is for me. Maybe it is. Alright, anyways. Like I said, the show must go on. I took today off of work so I could record. Storm blows the side of my fucking house off, and then now we got people cranking and branking on my fucking wall, on my house, man. And it's the right where I record. Strangely enough, it's not coming from where I thought it would. Maybe I don't know where I live. We're backtracking back west. Apparently it took a full day. These guys are slow as shit. They must stop and smell all the flowers. I'm going to keep going. Well, you know, we could probably use the health and we have plenty of rations, so. What the fuck was that? Oh! Oh, God! Alright, closing the door. I'm dumb. It's on the opposite wall, but it's top floor, which is where where my office is, so it's certainly loud, and they got hammers and nails and drills and saws going on out there, so on the road again. Alright, so now we're encroaching a new area here. Ooh, a farmer was ahead of them. Debating for a moment whether it would be more prudent to hide before they were seen or to behave normally, Locklear decided that the man was probably of no immediate threat to them.
This is a bad time for travel.
There you go. If we did not have the sound blaster enabled, you would have never heard that. This is a bad time for travel. See? Game Hoarder bringing you the full shit. I think the only voice you've missed so far is from the Squire, saying hold on. I hope you're... And plus, it gives me a little bit of a voice to go off of. I hope you're good for your health. That you have found shelter against the coming tempest, good sirs. Tempest? Surely you have heard. The learned monks of Soth have predicted a terrible storm is coming this way, and I would hate to think anyone caught out in it. Why, a man could catch his death of the fevers. If you would like, you may ride it out in my barn. And what profit would you turn in this enterprise? 5 golden sovereigns, a reasonable sum, and the guard over my cows. You can sleep in the hayloft of my barn, but my wife and I don't take in elves. 7 gold pieces. The elf stays with us, and we each get a hard roll for breakfast. 10 gold, and the lot of you milk cows the next morning. That's the offer. Take it or leave it. I'm not sure I trust this guy. I think we'll try our chances on foot. Good day to you, farmer.
This is a bad time for travel.
Alright, let's save and bite. I have a feeling he's just going to ambush us.
This is a bad time for travel.
Keep heading south. You should pass the Abbey of Ashap at Soth. You know you're right close to it when you've passed up the Temple of Sung. From there, it's just around the Yellow Mew Mountain. When you find the bar, just go knock on the door and my wife will fix you up. Thank you, farmer. Your hospitality will be remembered. Oh yeah, that's definitely an ambush. Fuck that. I'm not paying him to get ambushed.
This is a bad time for travel.
It's a bad time to fuck with me. I'm still gonna go knock on your barn. Locklear gritted his teeth. While they agreed the box should be open, he was privately concerned the previous user might have left behind an unpleasant surprise. It's just a bunch of fucking seashells. Free money, I suppose. However, I'd appreciate direct gold if you could. The ashes were cold. Wiping the grime off his hand, Locklear shook his head. Someone or something obviously set up camp here. But it's hard to say just when. By the way, Locklear's inflection is purposely supposed to change constantly. He's just always talking in voices like I do. I wanted Gorath to sound kind of like Sean Connery, although my Sean Connery voice is not that great. I gotta really just be in the zone. Owen's kind of got that frivolous, lighthearted, lighter voice. I normally say gayer, but... Hey! Owen here! I would love to suck your meat. And it's a riddle box. Buckets, barrels, baskets, cans. What must you fill with empty hands? Buckets, barrels. Alright, well, it's not as easy as dog shit riddle for once. Buckets, barrels, basket, cans. What must you fill with empty hands? So you fill buckets with shit, you fill barrels with shit, you fill baskets with shit, you fill cans with shit. What do you fill your hands with? Shit? Let's check out the letters here. S-T-G-A. S-T-G-A. Buckets, barrels, basket, cans. What you must fucking do with your hands. I masturbate a lot. I don't want to tell you. It's not 3 letters, so that's not it. B-U-C-K-E-T, bucket, but there's no B. Oh. E-V. L-O. Actually. Gloves? Boom shakalaka. I am the riddle fucking master. Ugh. What in the ball sweat? A blessed fucking yes. Oh, it's a broadsword. But it is blessed. I don't think that's going to be as good as my two-handed broadsword. So thrust plus 8, 10 skill, 8 and 10. 0 and 10, but plus 10%, I guess, to... Yeah, nah. We can sell that. It's going to be worth some money, though. Speaking of which, we need to get to a damn town. On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Oh, there's a big city to our east if you look over here. That's Sarth. I've got to find this guy's barn, though. That's the road that goes back. Yeah, we're getting ambushed. Fucking mage. Blind you too, buddy. That mage can move. You like to move it, move it. Oh, yeah. Let's invite the mage over here. Come to me. This mage does not want to get hit. God damn, guys, really? There we go. Get a little smackdown on this bitch. I'm gonna let the other guy run away. I don't really care. I'm just trying to control this battle. Good, mage is dead. Get fucked! Now my 4-pound Chewbacca is down there barking at people. Tomorrow we're playing one of my favorite board games, Talisman, 4th edition. Alright, we're going to rest up. Let him run off. I'd rather have the hit points. It's a good way to cheap your health back, I guess. I mean, I don't even consider this cheap because you really got to time it correctly and have the right distancing. But we just kicked that mage's ass. And look what he had. A fucking 2-handed broadsword. Alright, inventory management time. These Mortar brooches are definitely sellable. Distribute that. We want this sword. We're going to have to... That sword has got to be worth some money. Powder bag. Locklear untied the drawstrings which held closed the pouch and sifted through ash-colored material within. Buried underneath was a slip of parchment, of which had been shakily printed. Throw into face of victim. Some blinding shit. And herbal packs. Yeah, we are fucking... Inventory is full. I'm almost wanting to run back because we're just going to keep running into enemies with these very, very sellable items. However, we do have Sarth here, so I'm going to just go into town. We're going to head north there. Oh god, here we go. I can't see shit. We could use a nice rest into a real inn. We've been camping. Whoa! A garden was nearby. Wrinkling his nose at the smell of fresh fertilizer, Owen pointed out a small cloud of dust that rose off the roadside. Within the cloud, a mushroom-shaped man was hard at work. A mushroom-shaped man. I need to see this guy. His hoe rising and dipping over over a row of budding pink potato eyes. Flashing his irrepressible smile, Locklear crept up behind the monkey. There was a little voice there. It's Brother Mark! I have jumped out of my robes. Hello there, strangers. I hope we aren't disturbing you. Oh, no, I was about to leave the garden anyways. Busy hands set the mind to work, you know. Only ways to Soth. Perhaps, brother. Brother Mark of Soth, glad to meet you. We don't get many illiterati here. Books don't seem to interest the commoners as much as gold or wenching, but we have scholars enough. All going blind from reading worm-eaten books and a dozen boys scribbling away their youth in our vaults. It's an unusual place. I have a friend who visited here once. He told me that you worship the god of knowledge. They do say that, yes, and I suppose after a fashion it is true. If there is a question that can be answered in no other place, your best hope is to look in our vaults. Do you know anything about spellcasting? I know a little of it, though. Brother Dominic knows more about it than I. As soon as he finishes his studies in Quigan, Civil Codes, I'm certain he will be more than happy to sit down and talk to you. He should only be another 2 or 3 months at it, I would think. I'm afraid we don't have 2 or 3 months to wait. Why don't we leave brother alone, nephew? Test. Now, don't discourage the boy from asking questions, or he'll become afraid to question anything. I think I might have some time to teach him a bit about focusing. If you can spare a few sovereigns, save 50. Is that acceptable? More than acceptable. Where do we start? An enthusiastic student. Delightful. This will be a pleasure. Owen blanched. He had been assigned a simple task enough. Cast a telekinetic spell to move his satchel closer to him. Instead, his satchel had remained ostensibly stationary while hurling Brother Mark backwards into well-tended crops. Are you all right? Owen gasped. I didn't mean for that to happen. You are still depending on your eyes, Brother Mark sighed, brushing a stalk of corn out of his face as he struggled to his feet. Concentrate. If you ever find yourself in a situation when you can't see what you're affecting, all the spells in the world will be utterly useless to you. Instead of trying to see your target, feel your target. Feel him in his loins. Now let's try again, asshole. We don't have any more time to waste, Gora said. Why don't you pick up your things and we can get ready to move, Owen? Again on his feet, Brother Mark went to console his downcast pupil, patting him reassuringly on the shoulder. Remember, feel the target. Feel him. That's the key. Until then, I suggest you stock up on a good supply of Luton's concentrate to get you through your exercises. Know any spells? Now that I know a little bit more about spellcasting, perhaps there's a simple spell you could teach me. Owen! Just something simple so we can defend ourselves in case we run into anyone hostile on the road. I don't know what you imagine is waiting for you out there, but I believe I have just the thing. I'll have to run up to my vaults to search for it, but it's a little spell called Flamecast. Of course, there'll be a matter of a fee, say 30 sovereigns. No, I already know that shit. Get the fuck out of here. Very well. Are there any hazards on the road south from here in Krondor? We are something of a hurry, and I'd hate to run into any unexpected delays. I haven't heard any complaints from the travelers that have been through here in the past few weeks. I don't think the mercenaries that stopped by to speak to Brother Dominic said anything of it. Mercenaries? They're not in the Quegian press gangs, are they? Not to my knowledge, no. This lot landed just south of Questo's View on a ship called the Foam Spinner. As much as they've been up and down the road, I assume they were in on a shore leave. Were there many of them? Many of them, if you laid them head to foot. I imagine you could walk across the Straits of Darkness without getting your feet wet. It seems one of those Quegian galleys could carry a small village from one place to the other. So when is this storm going to hit? We're a little concerned about finding a place to stay. So we don't get soaked. We're going to smoke. Storm? It is the first I've heard of such a meteorological disturbance. Brother Jerome didn't mention it to me before I left the Abbey this morning. That's strange. We met a gentleman named Rowe, who said a storm had been predicted by the brothers at the Abbey. I wonder why he'd tell you such a thing. Of course, he has been acting peculiarly since his wife died. Ah, see, there you go. Wife's dead, but yet she's going to meet me at the barn? Fucking liar! Terrible tragedy at striking such a time when he had to give up his farm. I really must feel sorry for the poor old soul. Yeah, so... ambush for sure. Is it permitted for outsiders to browse the books in the vaults? I would be interested in looking them over. It's fine with me, but Brother Anthony you may have to convince. He doesn't like strangers wandering around down there without supervision. We have a number of rare and valuable books. It would be the worst kind of tragedy to lose them to a casual browser. I'll warn you, though, you may have difficulty finding what it is you want. Many of the books have never been catalogued, and unless you know very specifically what you're looking for, either by the scribe's name or the title of the work, you may not find shit at all that will be any value. How about inns? Do you know of any good inns in the area? I think I might sleep a little better. I could bed down on something other than a cold ground tonight. There are a few you might try, Babon's Hostel in Questo's View, or the old Bywater Inn. If it weren't for my duties here, I'd be half inclined to join you. Some acolyte somewhere has been trying his hand at dream sendings, and I've not had a good night's sleep in weeks. Dream sendings? It's a way to send messages over long distances. Only certain magicians have a talent for it. Whoever it is, they can't be too far away because his images are fairly strong. What do they seem to be trying to say? I'm not certain. The images are too disjointed, though now I think of it. I thought I had seen your elf friend's face before. Now I know why. His face was in the sendings. Okay. Seems we at least have a few things to think about. Thank you, Brother Mark. Always a pleasure to help. Come back and visit me again. Perhaps we will. Goodbye. What'd you get there, buddy? What'd you get? Oh, 87 spell casting accuracy. Well, hopefully your fireballs don't fly past people anymore, dick licker. Need to get your barding up, too. The path turned. After a few minutes of traveling, the road began a steady rise, spiraling around the base of a sheer rock-faced hill. It's off, Locklear said. We probably have enough time to drop in for a brief visit, and it might break up the monotony of the road. Want to take a look around? Fuck yeah, we need to sell stuff. La-di-da-di, we likes to party, we don't cause trouble, and we don't bother nobody. From a distance, the Abbey of Ishap at South had seemed a fortress, its sheer-walled courtyard dominated by an ancient single-story keep, but closer inspection revealed that a shop profited where once an iron monger had forged swords. Delicate flowers bloomed where soldiers had once mustered. Temple shop. Yeah, shop sounds good. Oh wait, what did it say? Owen ogled as he picked through the assortment of magical items which had been laid out in the improvised store. Many of the items were marked by tags which indicated they had been sent from the academy. Oh shit, they're not going to buy swords, are they? Fuck me running. Oh yes, they will. Okay, good. First things first. Go into weapon craft mode. Find your shittiest stone. Oh, ooh, that's my blessed one. Okay. Yeah, look how much those bad boys are. Wait a minute, do I need another one? Yeah. I think we want this over this. 8, 10. We can always bless. 8, 10, 21. Yeah. Guess I should have given him the 100% crossbow, but we're not really using that shit, bro. Not really. Okay, anyone could sell these. We're getting that money, Sonny. How much are these worth? Fuck it, I don't care about these. Fuck it. Get rid of all this shit. Eventually, a trick to get more gold is to enchant your own arrows and corals and sell them. But for now, I'm just trying to get some. I'm just trying to get some backpack space. We'll keep the stack of 25 there. All the rest. Ooh, Jesus. Yeah. Those Mortahel brooches are worth quite a bit of money. Although I could have wished for better circumstances under which to study it, Owen broke the scroll's wax seal and began to read. After an hour's laboring with the difficult language, he was able to commit the incantation of memory. While the words of the parchment etched indelibly patterns in his mind, the scroll grew brittle and then crumbled. Not sure what spell that was, but we're going to sell that for 136 sovereigns, most indefinitely. Out of string to repair, that's okay. We're still going to take the money. We are now in the thousands on our sovereigns. And I finally stopped trying to use the hammer on repairing weapons as well. How are rations doing? You have a fucking dickload of rations, sir. Let's give you these two. That'll give you 28. Hey, we need them. All right, I'm pretty... I'm okay with this. We got to drop our missive. Again, remember, we can teleport around the areas through the temples, so there will be ways to get back to the chest. I don't think there's any real reason to keep all these missives, except for hoarding purposes, but we can drop them in whatever chesticles. I think that's the one guarantee you have of saving things in this game is dropping them in chest. I hear that if you try to put things in bags and drop them in random locations or leave them on bodies, that they can disappear. I'll take you to the candy shop. Lightning staff. I could almost buy this thing. Enchanted Quarrels. So there's one of these rings in the mines. That one battle that I kept losing against the several rogues. They will give us that. Flamecast I own. Dragon's Breath? Skyfire? We can probably find a lot of these, but... Night Fingers. Thoughts Like Clouds. Nacre Cicatrix. Something like that. And Skin of the Dragon. Oh, that sounds useful. I'm wondering if I can find these, though. I probably can. Alright. Locklear squinted. The wall looked strangely barren, as if a space had been prepared for decoration, which had not yet been crafted. Oh, he can't warp here yet, huh? Locklear pulled the curtains aside. The rear section of the temple was as dramatic as was the meditation chamber. A large pool. I think this is the same in all of them. The abbot came quickly, a man of advancing years. His hair and beard seemed like a snowdrift, starkly in contrast to his dark skin, which was wrinkled like carefully crafted mahogany. Shaking Locklear's hand, he greeted them as if he had known them all their lives. "Welcome to Ishap's Abbey, travelers. I'm Father John. How may we be of assistance to you?" "Well, we thought we were passing through. What would we come to visit the famous Abbey of Ishap at Soth?" Locklear said. "You've done impressive things here." The abbot's eyes crinkled as he gave them a prideful glance. "We hope to do more. We've only begun our work here, but thanks to Brother Anthony and Brother Mark, we've come a long way." Locklear bit his lip, hesitant to ask the question. "Could we impose on your hospitality for a bit? We have a few questions." "I would love to, though, alas, I have services to attend at the moment. But if you have questions, Soth is the place to come. We have books on many things, and if you seek out Brother Mark, he can help you with a good many other questions. Good day." Locklear pulled the curtains aside. The rear section of the temple was as dramatic as was the... why am I reading that again? The priest accepted the item. Carefully, he laid the two-handed broadsword on a low table covered with a white cloth. 130 sovereigns to bless our broadswords. I think it's probably worth it. Gorth waited. Far off he could hear the low chanting of the priest in their alcoves, their prayers weaving the fabric of the enchantment. It seemed the better part of the day had passed away as he listened to the sonorous whispering rises and falling near the dock. Suddenly, the doors to the great chamber were thrown open, and the priest emerged with blade laid in his arms, swaddled in white cloth. "Your weapon has been enchanted," the priest said with a bow. "Use it as your place upon the great wheel bids you." "Hey, Gorath, can you fix my sword too, dickhead?" Alright, we blessed both our swords. I'm very interested in that lightning staff. Trees whipped at their faces, mumbling about the inconvenience of castle engineers. Owen led the way down the fir-covered slope, arriving at last at the mouth of a large cave. "I told you I wasn't mad," he muttered. "Looks like a cave mouth. Want to have a look inside?" No, not really. But let's see what's up. Alright. Well, this one is very nicely repaired. The level 2 bless on there. You can get level 1, 2, and 3 blesses, 5, 10, and 15% damage, I guess, respectively. So we'll have to figure out which town does the best bless. Not sure how I feel about being down in here. Let's go ahead and save. We're in the darkness. Okay, so we got a path back there. We got a path here. Dead end. Yeah, we should always take a shot at opening it. Ah, see? You're good at this stuff. I'll clear the sound. Knowing they're about to be attacked, you planted his feet firmly. Alright, what do we got down here? Probably not supposed to be here yet, but... What the fuck is that shit? Scorpions? Oh, we are fucking toasted. I can't even hit these guys because I don't know what I'm doing. Oh! Laying down some damage. Blessed Sword's got it going on, folks. Oh, I forgot to put Homeboy off of his crafting, though. That's my bad, B. Oh, yeah, we schwacked those bastards. The battle was won. We schwacked the Scorpions, folks. Well, hell, they're dead. I didn't think I was going to win that when we first launched. I was like, okay. Any fucking day now, you reveal the text so I can answer the goddamn riddle today. A box beneath the tree, inside some tasty meat. Kept for a month or more, it still tastes just as sweet. R-O-T-T-E-N. Rotten? No? Alright, couldn't figure this one out, but it turns out I had two of the letters right. Had to look this one up, because the meat threw me off, but I have heard people refer to the inside of walnuts as the meat, the tasty treat inside. We're actually not supposed to be here till chapter 6, by the way. But why not come in, fuck shit up? Oh, jeez. That's probably why we're not supposed to be here, because we can't handle opening these chesticles. I gotta get your disarm trap up, man. You just suck at it. I mean, we didn't even try on that one, but still. We'll see if we can get past it. Any fucking day now. Oh, by the way, this is Luton's Krondor Street. On countless occasion, Owen had observed magicians carrying vials of it's basically mana. It's your fucking mana potions. There you go. Hope you're happy. I can sense whether a chesticle is trapped. Oh, you did it! Good job. Good job, sir. I think I might as well fuck around in this mine a little bit. I don't think the scorpions carry anything. This isn't a very big dungeon either. Went ahead and pulled up the mappy map. Might not get in this door because this is where the goodies are. We're breaking all kinds of his shit too. We're gonna try all the fucking keys though. Yeah, this might be shut until... I mean, we're in chapter 1. According to my my little mappy map here, this is a chapter 6 thing, so we're just gonna have to come back. But there's some good shit behind that fucking door. We'll be back, sir. This leads off to a series of complicated mine tunnels. There may be a passage to the library vaults through here. But without a map or some directions, we would never find our way through. Ah, so we can't go this way. This must be some kind of shortcut for later. Just use a torchy torch. Remember, we can zoom way out in the dungeon, so I'll show you how small this is. So that's the one door we can't get in yet. To the south there, that's a dead end. We can try this door. See if we can get in here. This is the only other room in the whole dungeon. Yeah, they let us in there, no problem. To battle some other beasties, eh? Some giant spiders. The creatures howled, startled by the sudden assault. Oh, got nailed for 30. Oh, we got that skin of the dragon. That's what we learned. That's awesome. I don't think we really need to use it now, but it'll help with our casting. Skin of the dragon. Got him. Got both of them. Oh, that spider is laid to rest. All right. Scorpions, spiders, they got shit on me. The beasties are not carrying anything. Some cold ashes. There's a dead body. And that's going to be it for this dungeon. Little quick sneak peek. No reason for us to have even gone in there, but shit, I can only imagine by chapter 6 we would have laid those guys to rest seriously. We just need to get our skill up so we can get through that door. Need to get you some elven armor, sir. Alright, folks, that wraps it up for this episode of Betrayal of Krondor. See you soon.